Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. So last time we were playing, we had just kind of set everything up over there for chipping a new area, and we'd also set up a processor for knocking down some more trees to use for wood chips. But before we get started, I was going to hop in this guy, and now that we have the bucket on here, I was going to maybe try to do a little bit of manipulating of the wood chips that we have here for our road. So we're just going to kind of spread them out a little here. Now this bucket does hold quite a bit of chips, so it should make it pretty easy to move everything around. And then maybe if we can pull it off, maybe find some way to level it. I don't know if there's anything equipment-wise that does that right at the moment, but we'll do some investigating and see what works best for us. We definitely need more wood chips, though, because we don't have quite enough in here. I don't think this is quite the attachment for leveling, to be honest. This is more just for scoop and drop. But we'll get it figured out here. So let's actually just move this guy aside. We need to go make some more chips here, so we actually have some stuff to play with. So I'm just going to back this guy kind of into the stuff here. And we'll swing the head this way, just so that we can drop all of our wood chips in here. So let's tab back and see where we're at here. So we got our wood chipper, everything set up. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do some forwarding because we need to get some of that wood back to where it belongs here. So, I forgot that buncher's out there too. Don't have to worry about that for a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll probably time-lapse this section. We're going to do some more back and forth, grab this stuff, and then head over there and maybe start a new pile. So let's see what we can get on here. Wish me luck.
Shared my evidence you once really cared. I'm reaching for a hand to pull me up, one open to an everlasting love. Exhale the past, inhale the future that lasts. Change my heart, change my mind. For the last time, wanna believe in the life I've led. I don't wanna leave another word unsaid. You know my heart will follow you in tomorrow. In tomorrow.
Alrighty, guys, so we got that stretch pretty much cleaned up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up our chipper in a position that'll kind of work out for us. We'll get all this stuff cleaned up into chips, and then we get to probably move up the whole operation to where the processor is. So we're going to have to do a little bit of processor work as well today. So let's see if I can park this kind of on an angle here. That's kind of what I'm looking for. We'll align our chipper trailer here right in the same kind of position so we can offload onto it. Man, this rain in this game will just never quit. So funny, eh? It's like the game's like, hey, it hasn't rained the entire time you played, so we're going to make up for it by making it rain for the entire rest of the time you play. Yeah, that'll be good about there. Let's get our ramp all prepped here. Oh, this way. There we go. Turn it on. And then we'll use that to unload there. But this should be pretty quick, so I'm not going to time-lapse this. Not going to time-lapse this one. This one will be a small pile. And then we'll move over to that other stuff and process away. So yeah, we still got lots of fun mods coming down the pipe. It's been a very, very busy last little while for me specifically anyway. I don't know if you guys noticed things slowed down a little bit there for a while, but we've been doing lots of work at the company I work at, and new union negotiations, and oh man, just crazy town. Lots of time-consuming stuff and lots of stress. It's a good time, let me tell you. So it's nice once in a while to be able to still stop and come back to doing this stuff because it's a lot more fun. This is where I get my absolute fun from. I always think to myself, if I could turn this into a job instead of working, that would be the way to go. But you know, then I'd probably just turn this into a job, and then I wouldn't want to do it. So I don't think there's any real solid winning there. Okay, so let's see how much just those two little grapples. Oh, this thing's just freaking right out in there. Fill up this trailer. Oh yeah, she's filling up pretty quick here. I don't think it'll take a whole lot to get this sucker all done. Let's see here. I'll just kind of keep feeding it. I'm still waiting for somebody to make a helicopter mod so I can get to work on that. I tried playing with the old scripts, and I need an actual Lewis scripter to go through there and look at it because it's definitely a lot of stuff I don't quite understand. Hey, what's going on here? Here, what we need to do is grab another piece of wood, and then we can punch it in there. Oops. These claws are so perfectly round that I can't quite get under the pile. So let's see if we can kind of compress it here. Oh, maybe the trailer's full. That's possible. I don't think so. Nope, it's only 74%. Maybe these are just not going in there. Run out of gas or something? Nope. Oh, what's that thing doing? Things are just having a time in there, you know. I don't think it was ready for that much big wood thrown in there. So let's see if we can fix that there. There you go. Eat it. Be hungry. I guess you can't do the big pieces. Oops. Oh, jeez. Here, let's see if we can correct this. There we go. There we go. Now it's starting to chew them up a little bit there. It's like some of them it just doesn't like. It's not a great chipper, this thing. Yes, I know I need to build a chipper. Just haven't had the time. I will get to it, though. We got a lot of different cool little projects on the go right now. Almost too many. Sometimes we get too many things going. It's you kind of lose sight. So what I like to do is I like to work on one thing at a time. Just one little thing at a time. And get through that and then move on to the next one. The problem is sometimes I get, like, I'll go dry where I have no models, nothing to work on for a long time. So I'm like literally just looking for stuff to do. And then I have the counter effect where I have, 10 models on the go and not enough time to put it all together. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So I have all of these models and all of this stuff to do. And I just don't have the time right now to change it over. But we'll get there. All right, we got to be pretty close to full on that one now. Oh, yeah, she's right tip-top there. Oh, we just knocked this thing right over here, huh? All right, let's go here. Just drag that chipper right out of there. Can hear the metal just ripping on it. Okay, so let's go drop this guy off. And I'm just going to kind of keep mass piling all of it right at the edge there and into the water so that we can potentially get moved up here. We still got quite a bit of chips to get through, but I'm hoping between that pile that we just cut and the pile we're about to cut over there, it'll be enough chips, because if not, I'm going to have to bring one of those loads over here and start stealing from our banked loads, because I don't know where else to get the wood from. We've kind of cut down all that whole block, unless we start another block, but I don't really want to do that. Using our profits to get to the real profit. Just want to kind of keep an angle that I want to go here, like right about here. There we go. Let's try that and see what it does. You can see it kind of sort of slowly raising up there. Man, it's going to take a lot of wood chips. It doesn't have to be like perfectly level with the ground. I just need it to be able to cross with a low bed and some stuff on it. And I think we're going to need quite a bit of chips to pull that off. Oh, look, our little window wipers are doing the thing. Just because. But it beep, 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 beep. So, yeah. I guess we'll just kind of keep rolling along here. I don't know how many more wood chips it's going to pull out of that pile. So we did about half of it, maybe a little less than half, and it filled the trailer. So we should get at least another load and a bit out of this trailer here now. And I think once I get that thing close enough, it just starts unloading. Uh-oh, that's not good. Can't back up a trailer to save my life, apparently. There we go. Oh, a little bit. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Wow, we had quite a bit in there. All right, well, let's not stop there. Let's just keep firing it up here. All right, maybe what I'll do, I'm going to time-lapse the next little bit because we're going to have to go back and forth a couple times. And I'm going to time-lapse it right up to when we're processing, and I'll pop back in randomly here as we go. Wish me luck.
We're back from the dead. Are you ready? Let's go.
Back from the dead.
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
We're back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead.
Uh-oh, looks like we got her stuck here. Doesn't want to go either direction, so I think I'm gonna have to get a little creative here. I kind of figured when I backed into that hole it was gonna up center in the middle here, so we don't have quite enough grip to pull it out here. So I think, well, I'm gonna try another wiggle around here a little bit more, but I don't really want to back up any further because that thing's gonna drop down in that hole and then it'll suddenly be a big old counterweight. But so what I'm thinking is I'm probably gonna have to use this guy and maybe give it a little helping hand here. So I wonder if I can like grab it and bump it ahead here. Oh man, that thing's heavy, eh? Oh, there we go. Might as well push it right out here. There we go. All feet on land now. We should begin. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So we're still doing pretty good here. I figured I would just finish this last load with a little bit of commentary here. But yeah, I don't know. We're still doing really good for pulling the chips out of there. It's just taking its sweet time. I was actually really surprised to see how fast these load up once you process only a couple logs there. Because we're only doing little handfuls at a time here, but this thing's filling up just like bloop, bloop, bloop. And we still have a little bit. I mean, I think that little bit there should be the rest of it, but I don't know. We'll see here. It might be more than what we got. And I think we still got some in here too. Oh, maybe not. I wonder if it wastes that chip when it doesn't go in there, or if it's just the animation. Oh, okay, that's the angle I want right there. And then straighten it out, and then back it up. Ah, I can't make it straighten out. That's annoying. I shouldn't have screwed it up the first time, then we would have been fine. Here, let's go like this. We're just going to drive straight through. We're going to end up having to go that way anyway, so. It's a wacky little trailer hitch on this thing. It turns very sharp. Alright, so let's go like this and kind of sneak under here. There we go. Oh, shoot. Ah, that stupid thing. Man, I'm a terrible driver with these things. Alright. Okay, we're going to actually like back this thing up a little here for a second. Oops, the other way. There we go. There we go. Let's just pull it straight, and then we'll adjust the chipper to the height we need here. Which way is forward and backward here? There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, let's see if we can finish off the rest of this pile here. I think we only... Oh, I don't know. We'll see how much this actually produces. I'm surprised how much it actually makes, so... I wonder what the actual ratio of logs to a trailer is. I wonder if those bigger logs we were playing with would work better for chips, like for getting more content out of them. I don't know. But regardless, we gotta get rid of the rest of this, so let's clean it all up in one shot here. And then we need to do some more forwarding. Or actually, we might not have to forward that next section, at least not yet. Because we kind of have our landing set up there already by that processor. We'll definitely have to do some processing for sure, though. Knock down those trees, get that all cleaned up, and then move on. And let's go like that. There we go. And get these things to fall in here. It's takes a little bit of coordination. Some of them just don't want to go. Start engine first. Didn't know I needed my engine, but thank you. Oh, I think we got another full trailer. Well, that's fine. You know what? We're just going to chop up the rest of these, because we're going to end up hauling this wood chipper over to the new spot. So we'll just go the old kerplunk here. There we go. Gently guide it through. Okay, so with that being said, we now have another full trailer, so we'll go drop this off. And then we're going to have to come back, move this trailer here over to the new site. And I think the new site I'm going to set up pretty much right in conjunction with where the processor is there. So where's our processor parked? Should be right there. So yeah, I might just go off the tip of that tree by the swamp. And then we'll feed it in. So let's put this guy over here. We're definitely getting a few wood chips in here now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually jump a little closer to shore and see if I can fill these spots that I've made, these little gaps. Oops. It's a very tight cornering trailer, this thing, let me tell you. Let's start dumping like right here. And then what I'm trying to do, whoops, is just kind of fill in the spots here. There we go. It doesn't have to be precise because we have that excavator we're going to be kind of playing around with. Now leveling it's really hard, but I don't know. We'll play around. I still got to do some modification to that bucket. I know I released it. It's kind of in a half-assed shape, but it still works. So I'm just going to drop this trailer right here for a minute and go grab our chipper. And I think we're close enough we could probably drive over the other machines. It's a little bit of a trek, but I think we can do it. But then again, we got the low bed sitting right there too, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we feel like doing. Either we're probably going to have to bring that buncher up. I kind of want to move the buncher last because when I do decide, it's no point in moving it in small increments because we don't need it. So when I do decide we actually do need it, that'll be the time to move it the full length over to the new spot. So we'll probably do that. And then we get to go on an adventure bunching in the hills, and it's gonna be cool once we get to the other side here. Actually, currently with the depth of the water, we might be able to make it through with some of the equipment, but don't really feel like risking it. So let's drive this through here. And what's the best way to put this, I wonder? Probably about here, actually. Then we can just pull that trailer through there. Let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens here. Man, this thing's so fast without a trailer on it. So fast. Alright, so let's park this bad boy. I kind of want to whip right through here because it's low enough I don't think it'll have any effect on the trees here. Oops, as we run into this stupid thing again. There we go. Cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little time lapse. I'm going to whip through here and take out as many of these trees as I can get. And I'll just bring them all back right here, and we're going to make a gigantic pile to feed Mr. Chipper here again. So, wish me luck.
I just need to clear my head.
Alrighty, well, we got that area pretty well cut thin. There's a couple trees over here I was going to grab, but I was like, I'm too lazy to go all the way over there. I think with this pile, we should have enough wood chips to get across there with what's already in here. Let's see what's actually in here. So we got a little bit, about half a tub worth. So I'm going to walk this guy over now, because he's going to be our main event for moving those chips. There we go. So yeah, it should be good. I'm thinking that's enough. I guess if we need more, we'll have to find a way around that. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be enough based on that last pile and how they were a bit shorter and we had a little bit less. We were able to do about 3, maybe 4 loads out of that. So I think this one we'll probably be able to get almost 6 loads, maybe 7 loads of chips out of. And I think that'll pretty much push us right across the edge there. So. And to get this guy in position, then I'm going to go back to the excavator for just a little bit here. Do a little more digging and arranging. Get everything all straightened out. But first, let's run over all this foliage. Oh, yeah. Love that you can just flatten that. So good. Next map I want to work on. Well, I have a port map right now that I've been kind of just toying with. But I kind of stopped for a bit when I got busy. And I think I'm just going to backburner that map for a little bit. What I would like to do is make the do-it-yourself map. I think that's the one I want to come out next. The do-it-yourself map is going to be pretty aggressively wild. So it's going to be build your own roads. I might have one main road that's just a base road that takes you kind of on a straight line back and forth, and then you can make your own roads off of it, just to kind of give people something to work with there. But I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but I think I'm going to start probably this weekend. I've had a chance to film a whole bunch of these episodes this weekend, so it's been really good. Nothing's interrupted me for once in my life, so those little bits just, oops, I guess I can't run those over, can I? I probably shouldn't even put those trees on this map, to be honest. They're just annoying. They look really nice, but they're annoying. I wish they were more like foliage where you could just run them down like bendy style. I think that'd be better. But you can't, so what do you do? All right. So this guy we can get into position. I love how it says you're too deep. Don't drive too deeply into water, and we're like barely even in the water. It's something to do with the... See, like, look how high the box is for this machine. It's like way... Like the collision box. It's so high in the air, but for some reason I still get that error. I don't know. I think they should just get rid of that entirely, that message, but I haven't seen a mod for getting rid of it yet. If anybody knows of one, though, you let me know. We're going to leave this guy here because when we come back on the next one, we'll definitely need to do some more chipping. Oh, it's another good picture. I like some of these pictures. But I think we'll get more than enough wood chips out of this pile to make that work. So let's go back to our little toy here. And let's see if we can maybe... I don't know what we can do with this pile of stuff here, but I was kind of trying to see if I could maybe spread it around a bit. See, like, it makes a nice, clean splash when you do get it in the right spot there, but it's not easy to... I'm just kind of trying to chew away at it here. I need to adjust it so the bucket size is not quite so big. Because the bucket's pretty obnoxiously... It's got a pretty obnoxious range on it, and I need to correct that. Just everybody was begging for getting one of these done, so I just did it. Okay, so let's maybe just try a little... Go like this. I'm just trying to just level it a bit. That's the tricky part. You just gotta fine tune, level it. And we'll see what we can do here. I think it's gonna be like one of our roads from 2017 that were pretty sketch. Problem is these wood chips. Like, I really wish they would have done something better with these wood chips. They're just so crappy. You know? Just a lot to work with here. Basically what I want to do is just make a nice little connecting road here so that we can dump more wood chips without having too many problems, but whether we pull that off or not, we'll find out here. And that message drives me nuts. Do not drive too deeply into the water. No, you don't say. Let's see if we can dump this right here. It's a little bit level. This is kind of where our slope started here. Let's take a little of this away. We don't really need it that much in there, do we? Bloop. You know, I'm thinking about taking that thumb right off of this thing. I tried playing with it a little bit more in the modding side just to see for picking up logs and stuff, and it's kind of like, it's not like great. Let's take this stuff actually over here because we're not even going to use that. There we go. We're going to go plunk it over here. And we'll grab a little more here. Yeah, the range on that thing is ridiculous. I got to fix that. We got a lot of corrections to do on this old bucket here. Hopefully by the time you see this video, I'll have an updated, better version for you guys. Hopefully. Because its pickup range is phenomenally too much. There we go. Just don't want to chip away at our nice little side that we got going there neither. And then maybe we can pad it here. Boop. Oh man, it's so hard to work with these lack of physics. But you know what? Considering what we got going here, I think we're not doing too bad, so it's good. We got kind of a little half-arsed little road here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to get me across. Hey, it's not a terrible road, right? There we go. We got a screenshot of that. Boom. Actually, that's a pretty good view. Building the road. All right. Anyway, sorry, I just get lost in my screenshots here. So yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. When we come back in the next one, we're going to pile through all of the wood chips that we have over there. Still got a long way to go, a lot of wood chips, but I think like we're over a quarter of the way there for sure. Almost, I would say, if not halfway there. So we don't have a whole lot more to go here. We just got to keep backing up and dumping and smooth it out. I'm thinking I'll probably try to mod this bucket some more, and I think I'm just gonna pull that claw right off there 'cause it's just glitchy. Doesn't really help very much anyway. And honestly, if you need to move anything around, you could probably just use the bucket to push a log or arrange it like they do in real life. Besides, this bucket actually rotates, so if you really need to do something crazy, you probably could. So I may get some hostility for removing that, but that's life. Change things up, make it different. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.